Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's session on emotional and mental wellness and healing the body, mind and soul with sound healing. And we have our guest, Dr. Sujata Singhi with us. So this is a second series of Integrative Oncology and how it helps cancer patients in their own healing. Dr. Sujata Singhi is an author, speaker, trainer, wellness coach, sound and spiritual scientist as she shares her insights on emotional and mental wellness and sound healing for cancer patients. We all know that when we get to know about cancer, it's a whole new world for us, and what all things to do when it happens. We all look towards medical treatment. With that, what do we do so that we improve the quality of life, we extend life, so that we heal ourselves, and in that, on the path of healing, we get cure as well. So on the same series, today's session is all about the most important topic, emotional and mental wellness, which is overlooked many times because the focus is majorly on the medical treatment and the anti-cancer food, etc. But then this is where you get the emotional and mental strength, the willpower, the motivation to live, the motivation to fight every day, how to heal ourselves. So welcome, Dr. Sujata, and over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dimple. Thank you for the warm welcome. Yes, as rightly said, once when a person is given the reports, there is a lot of turmoil which comes up. And that turmoil can be so disturbing that a person's states of consciousness can get altered, which is not very, very supportive to the particular aspect which has been handed out by the doctor for the first time. Now, this is not just with regards to the patient, but also to the caregivers. The whole of the family goes through a turmoil. Today, we are going to focus on the patient as well as the family, because together it is something which gets affected, and that creates the chaos and does not allow the person to look with clarity. Now, what is it that we need to see to gain the clarity? Mental wellness, when we talk about, often when everything is happy, we take it for granted. But when something happens, a ripple is created which disturbs our mental wellness at that point of time, we are not ready for it. And because we are not ready, and it's a sudden traumatic experience. So when we are not ready for it, our coping mechanism drops. And when our coping mechanism drops, the whole of our immune system goes for a chaotic action happening at the physical, mental, emotional levels, which does not help one to reach on to that state where they could combat or fight that particular state of the physical health. So medicines, when they are given basically to help cut that particular symptom, to help that particular growth. But also the person has to understand that there's a cooperation which is required, the mental and emotional cooperation which is required to allow the medicine to work on the human being, to allow that particular disease to be combated from the patient and the family point of view. So whenever I talk about mental wellness, the first thing which comes to me is the three important A's we need to look at. The three important A's is, first A is be aware. Second, accept it. Don't be in the denial mode. And third, take action. So often it is simple. It sounds very simple that when you are aware. Now, awareness is going to be brought to you by your doctor when the report is handed over. So be aware that, yes, I accept. I know that this is the condition. I accepted that this is a condition. So now my next step is towards handling it. Now, part of it is going to be handled by an oncologist. I would say the oncologist is going to do their work precisely as required, precisely as shown by the report. Now, what is happening within you can be understood by you. Only when it becomes a bigger, larger than seen picture, that is where people start noticing something is going wrong in your mind as well. And that going wrong in your mind probably is seen only on a later stage. Initially, the person would feel like, why me? Why did it happen? What can be done about it? And there's so much of uncertainty, so much of fear, so much of sadness. Now, these are the various emotions which creates a domino effect. And this domino effect reduces the immunity of the person. As we had the talk yesterday, Dr. Pooja had mentioned about the immuno aspects, the immunity aspects with regards to treating cancer. Now, when we have this immunity aspect, we have to understand that that immunity is something which comes from within us. We need to boost it from within us. To boost it, we need to understand how to handle our mental and emotional wellness. Yes, it is a big blow. We are uncertain. We are not aware about what will happen. But definitely there is a ray of hope. We forget to see that ray of hope when we focus on the things which are uncertain, which may or may not occur. But often we go and dwell into it. And the human mind is tuned to see the negatives, is known to focus more on the negatives, and takes its comfort zone in being in that negative. So we need to move ourselves from being into that zone into seeing the possibilities which lies, which opens up, and which would alter the very thought of what could be the future process. Often as humans, because we are tuned like that, we are conditioned like that, we are patterned like that, we look at things from a perspective of negativity. With regards to mental wellness, we always need to see that there is always a ray of hope. Nothing is dark. Nothing is the end of the tunnel. There is always a ray of hope. But we are not tuning ourselves to look into that aspect of that ray of hope, which is very much available. Sound is one of them, which I would be talking about, and of course, giving you experience as well with regards to it. But before we go into that, I will be talking a little about the emotional wellness as well. Mental wellness, the 3 A's, very important. Keep that in mind, and we will be able to look into life with a new perspective. There, we have to open ourselves to the various possibilities. Now, coming to emotional health, accept the emotions which comes up. Do not fight them. Because the more we fight, more is the energy we disperse, more is our inability to cope within us and raise our own immune system. If you are angry, yes, I am angry at myself. I'm angry into the universe. Why did it happen? Fine, I accept I'm angry. Do not bottle it up. The more you bottle it up, lowering is happening in your immune system. The limbic system will go for a toss. And your cellular system is understanding everything. So even that is going for a toss, aggravating the condition. This is all a game of vibration, which is happening in your mind, in your body, in your emotions. And this vibration is happening at the cellular level. When this vibration is happening at the cellular level, each word you tell yourself in your head, each emotion, each emotion that you are encountering is being understood, being felt at your cellular level. So if we need to make those changes, we have to be aware about what are that emotions and accept it. Openly say, yes, I am angry at this thing. Why did it happen to me? And let it out. The more we bottle, harder it is to come out of it. And yes, the first step is allowing yourself to open up. It could be a friend, it could be a counselor, it could be a family member, it could be anybody, or even a stranger. It's fine. Just open up. We never know from where comes your ray of hope. It could be a word coming from a stranger. It could be a word coming from somebody whom you know. A loving hug from somebody is going to quieten you. It's going to mellow you down. In fact, when I say mellow, it's not suppressing. It is you opening up and you getting that particular support which you're looking for. So yes, whenever the particular aspect of what is happening comes up, the reports are handled, do not fear or fret. Look at now what is possible. This is the truth. Yes. Now what is possible? So this mindset, it calms your mind. It makes you think better, makes you look at that particular light, which will help you combat the issue. Secondly, with emotions, sadness. Often people, of course, it is not a good scene. So when a person is told or handed over, there is a whole outburst of emotions which comes up. It could be anger, fear, it could be a combination, not just one. It could be a combination of emotions. And these combinations of emotions can put the whole of your thinking capacity to be lowered down. And 93% of the diseases are caused by the inability to think right. This is called as psychosomatic disorders, which happens. So let's not look at that part. Let the 93% be there. It's okay. We accept it because we have, since the time man has come to earth, we have been conditioned. There's so much of conditioning which has happened continuously with us. So it's okay. We accepted 93, but still that 7%, that powerful 7% is within us. And we can make that 7% overpower that 93% and make it a whole 100% of positivity, 100% of radiance of the ray of hope. And when we are able to do it, we will see that even the worst of the situations can become an experience and we can wade through it and emerge out successfully. It's just a battle. It is not the end. It is not the destination. It's just a battle. So when we look at the emotional aspects of life, the family has to be very, very careful. The caregivers have to be very careful. They have to use the words that, yes, next what? And when you are asking these questions to the patient will think, okay, I have something to look forward to. There is something. So this next what? And the positivity of there is something in the universe which is going to come in, and that is going to help. And that is going to make you become a warrior. Each human being is a warrior. We have a fight or flight spirits. So let's awaken that and understand that we choose the fight spirit, not the flight. Now, talking about how sound is being used specifically for cancer patients. Now, having worked in the departments of oncology to help patients revive from the stages where modern medicine has been used, and it is a stage 4 when the doctors have said that, yes, now we have done the best. We can look at what next based on what is the possibility because we have done what we could. Now, it is that point of time that I had an opportunity to work with a patient who was on the 4th stage of AML, that is acute myeloid leukemia, a 34-year-old patient. And when they said, now we have done with the allopathy, the best we could do. Now let's see what can be done. So I only had the option of offering sound because that is what I had. So I said, okay, let us try this out. And when we tried, it was a miracle in the sense that I will talk about the science because people call it miracle. I don't call it miracle. So it was more like a miracle where the person revived. He had a bone marrow transplant. And today, after 5 years, he is leading a very normal, happy life. So how was that possible? There was a ray of hope. Yes. How was that possible? Now, sound, as we say, it is a therapy which can be induced to patients at any stage. Why is it that we can induce sound at any stage? One, it is non-invasive. It is not something that the person has to be ingested or injected. It can be applied. Of course, sound as medicine has to be administered just like an anesthetist administers the anesthesia. That is the power of sound on the other side. Not much of research has been done in this particular field. Now, the Western part of the world is looking at creating the scientific research with regards to understanding why sound acts as a miracle, especially in terminally ill cases and in cancer specifically. Dr. Michel Gorner, an oncologist from New Jersey, was the first person who tried to induce sound to his patients. And he found that they revived even the cases which were considered as not very good, were able to revive wonderfully. In fact, before he could complete his research or before he could bring it out to the world, he passed on. Now, carry on that work ahead. There are people now working in different parts of the world looking at how sound can become one of the integrated part of modern medicine to allow the patients to revive. Is it easy? Is it difficult? How effective it is? Can anybody administer sound? Well, that is still having a lot of work to be done as yet, because sound by itself is a science. It's pure physics, which works on the human anatomy. We are, as humans, all beings of vibrations. And the vibrations within our body, when they are not aligned, we go into a zone of disharmony at a cellular level. This disharmony does, as explained yesterday, how cells die, how cells multiply, the immune system of the human body goes astray. the alignment goes astray, and that is where tumors and cancerous cells, they grow rapidly. So what is the aspect of sound? Sound helps increase the immunity of the human being. How does the immunity increase? Just by administering sound would be the next thing which comes to mind. Well, when the brain goes into the different states of consciousness, different states of relaxation, the self-healing mechanism in the body gets activated. And the self-healing mechanism in the body is nothing but the activation of the cell in the harmonious way, which will allow it to grow, allow it to multiply, allow it to be waded off at the right time, in the right quantity, and at the right frequency. So when all these things are in conjunction, the human body comes into alignment. Now, what happens let me give an example as to what happens when water is stagnant in a particular place for a long period of time. It starts rotting, it starts smelling. Similarly, 72% of the human body consists of water. And if the flow of energy, if the flow of that particular fluid, the water, is being stopped at some place, toxicity starts building up. When the toxicity starts building up, starting with aches and pains, development of diseases, and the most important thing is the mental wellness goes for a toss. The oxygen levels which needs to be circulated in the mind, in the brains, in the whole of the body, at each cell goes for a toss. It is generally reduced. And when this happens, the ability to think right, the ability to decide on things, the ability to take action for the condition or for the situation is also not very right. So that is the importance of vibration in our body. Fluids in our body needs to flow continuously. Human body is like a musical instrument. And this musical instrument has to be tuned right to have the right music, that is the right mindset, right happiness, right health, right relationships, right prosperity. Everything, whatever we need is only possible when this instrument called human body is tuned right. And tuned right at all the three aspects, mental, physical, and emotional. Even if one aspect is not tuned, the human body, the human mind, and the physical life which we see around us can go for a toss. Now, coming to the next aspect about sound and its vibrations. How does it work? As we are all aware, sound is everywhere. Our whole existence is sound. Like if we have to see whether a human being is alive, it is by the heartbeat that we know that the human being is alive. That's the first sound. The Big Bang Theory has proved that we all came into existence because of that big one sound, the vibration, and that the solar system came into existence. When we are talking about sound in the body, there is continuous vibration, continuous sound, which we can only hear when we are in a deep state of relaxation or in a deep state of meditation. But because of the chaos around us, because of the chatter of the brain, we are not able to see or hear the inner wisdom that we all hold. And if we are able to activate that inner wisdom, we will be able to fight anything in life because we are powerhouses. Aham Brahmasmi. That means we are the universe, and within us lies the ability to create, to destroy. So why give the control of this to anything in the form of a report which is handed over to us? It is a report, not the end. So we need to look at it and say, yes, what next? On that note, I would like to now share about how sound helps and how it works in the body. We have 7 rainbow colors. We have 7 chakras in our body. Now, how is the human body run? How do we know that the person is alive or the person is dead? There is something which is in the person which goes away, and then we know the person is dead. But the human body is the same. The 2 eyes, nose, everything is there. Nothing is gone away, right? It is because there is something called as energy, which leaves. So this is applicable to all of us. So we are all beings of energy. And as beings of energy, we need to tune in this energy. If this energy is in the right watts, if it is in the right sequence, if it is in the right form, we bring in good health. That means we have got those energy portals in our body, which regulates the body, which regulates each organs in the body. And if we are able to channelize that energy well, we can activate our self-healing mechanism. Now, if we talk about energy portals, we see that these energy portals are there in every cell of our body. And this energy portal, which is held in every cell of our body, can help us get activated to become warriors at any point of time. Again, the control is in our hands. We can activate them at any point of time. How to activate that? We will be experiencing it today towards the future talk as we are going to go ahead. Sound, when induced into the human body, creates a reverberation. Vibration from the sound creates reverberations in the cell. That is a movement in the cell. And when this movement happens, it starts aligning itself. And when it starts aligning, those 7 portals, which are the energy portals which are in the body, they start getting aligned and move into becoming into a harmonious state. And where there is harmony, there is health. Harmony of good mental wellness, harmony of emotional wellness. Then, of course, the harmony of these 7 portals is just a byproduct then. It just comes in. So why not try to use this particular thing, sound, which is easily available, which we are born with, our voice. We are sound, beings of sound. Use them. The power of words is sound. Use the right words. Every time a negative thought comes in, just see it as a movie, passing by. Do not dwell into it. Allow it to pass and then ask the question. What is it that I can do? What is in me that I need to activate? Period. Don't go into that stream of fighting, because when we start fighting, we start losing out our energy. That creates a disharmony within us. Talking about the 3 A's again, which I would request all of you to keep in mind. The 3 A's very important, because when we look at the 3 A's, we look at life in our control. We are not giving the control of our life to others. When we also talk about the various aspects of life, knowing the states of the mind, we are having 4 states. The beta state, wherein we are all listening to one another, talking, conscious in the environment we are in. As we start going into a deeper state of awareness, which is generally through meditation or with the awareness, once we are aware about what is there in our life, we are able to see that there is a whole possibility which lies in. This availability can only be accessed when we are in the alpha state. And as we start focusing more onto our alpha state, gradually we go into the theta state, wherein we open ourselves to the possibilities. And delta state is state of deep sleep. Now, these states can be accessed either by meditating over various, it could be years and ages, or we can use the beautiful tool of sound, which takes just a few moments, I can say a few seconds for a person to go into that zone and activate the self-healing mechanism. Activation of the self-healing mechanism is very, very important. And that is exactly how I work with cancer patients. I don't do any miracle. I just put them into that zone of alpha, give them specific auto suggestions, allow the subconscious mind to be tuned into that ability to be in a state of self-healing themselves. Of course, this is complementary to the medication which you're going to have. This is purely complementary. You're going to continue with your modern medicine. You're going to continue with what your doctor says. And this is going to allow you to take in the treatment in a better way and see success, lead a happy life. So on that note, I would now like to request all of you to just have a sip of water to start with the self-healing mechanism experience and how we can de-stress ourselves on a regular note, just with a few moments spent on understanding sound and how it helps in our life. So just a sip of water and we get started. In fact, we had PPTs and a few videos, so we will see if we can run them through. But till we are able to set that up, we are going to now begin with the process of going into the state of activating our alpha state, the first state. Once we are in the alpha, If you are ready, you may slip yourself into the theta and the delta. That's perfect. If you fall asleep, perfect, because that is where majorly all the activities in your cell starts happening. Those aspects of life which helps us move ahead, become true warriors, and emerge successful and happy. So I request all of you to sit very comfortably and take a deep breath in. And gradually, as you breathe in and breathe out, you may slowly close your eyes as you feel your eyelids getting heavy. Gently inhale and exhale. Relax your mind and your body as you stay focused on your breath. Gently inhale and exhale. Shift your focus onto the tip of your toes. Feel the vibrations. As you feel both your toes and your feet getting relaxed, gently shift your focus to both your ankles. Gently inhale and exhale. Gradually feel the vibrations move upwards to both your calves, relaxing them completely. Let go of any thoughts which comes to your mind as you stay focused on the vibrations in both your calves. Upwards, feel the relaxation reach to both your knees. As both your knees now get relaxed, feel your ability to move ahead, strengthen. Gently inhale and exhale. Feel the sense of relaxation move upwards to both your thighs. Giving you the necessary support and comfort. As you now gently enter the state of deep relaxation, setting the intention of good health at the physical, mental, and emotional levels. Tell yourself, I now invite peaceful sleep, which will help me activate my self-healing mechanism. The connect to all the vital organs in your body getting activated. Feel the whole of your body now reverberate in the frequency of good health at the mental, physical, and emotional levels. Feel your heartbeat getting calm, your mind getting relaxed, and your body dropping down to the gravity of Earth. Each and every cell of your body now reverberating to the frequency and vibration of good health, calming you down. As you tell yourself, I am healthy and full of energy. Vibrant energy flows through my body naturally. See yourself happy and healthy. Each and every cell of your body happy and healthy. I choose to attract the good and positive energy at my physical, mental, and emotional levels. I enjoy existing in a natural state of well-being. I am happy and healthy. I feel good and healthy. Every day is a new opportunity for me to enjoy new levels of energy and good health. Visualize yourself in the healthiest way, in the healthiest form. Good health comes to me naturally as I align myself to the vibration of complete wellness. Gently inhale and exhale. See yourself as a magnet which attracts good health, which has empowering energy, and which is uplifting. I open myself to the possibilities that the universe has to offer. Gently inhale and exhale. I choose to utilize the power that is held within me. I choose to welcome the positive and healthy energy with open arms. Visualize yourself healthy and happy right now. Enjoy the life you truly deserve and desire. As you tell yourself, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm lovable, and I'm harmonious. In your mental screen, see the happy you, the healthy you, standing there, enjoying life to the fullest. This is the future. Come what may, this is the true you. Awaken yourself to this possibility of being the true you. The universe is abundant. No problem comes without a key. Open yourself to hold the key and move ahead in life. Time to use the powers of the universal energies. Time to reclaim our riches. Time to awaken ourselves beyond our own mindsets. Gently inhale and exhale. With the screen in front of you, with your healthy you, happier you, right in front of you. Welcome yourself into this new beingness, into this new light, into the new power which is held within you. Gently inhale and exhale. Allow this feeling of complete wellness be a part of you, anchored in your heart, to allow you to be in a state of complete mental and emotional wellness, bringing in good health at the physical level. Gently inhale and exhale. And slowly bring your awareness back into the physical state and environment you are in. Take a deep breath in and slowly open your eyes when you are ready. Come back very gently, very slowly. Once you feel you're comfortable, you may slowly sit up, rub your palms, and feel the warmth and place it on any part of your body which hurts you or where you feel uncomfortable. So it could be your shoulder, it could be your face, it could be any part of your body. Just rub your hands there to allow the flow of energy to be circulated well. I hope all of you are up now. Yes, Dimple, can we play the video? Do we have the facility now?
No, I'm not able to do it from iPad. Can you? Did you try? Is it happening?
Yeah, no, from this iPad, even I'm not able to do it, neither the PPT nor the videos. Okay.
You can take the questions if
Yeah.
any question. Sure. Yes, so मैंने unmute करने का option दिया है. So if I have any question about what we feel when we are going through this journey, usually because when I was the caregiver, I had many questions. I had many thoughts which were coming to my mind. Sometimes it was really motivational thoughts like "हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा." Sometimes it was not so good. I was scared at times, but then we also say that be positive, but that doesn't really help. It did not help me for sure. Like, how can I be positive when I am going through this? And that was the time when the most important thing what helped me was to try again and again and again. And I know that this is the only thing I can do right now when doctor has told us that there are only 6 months to live. And the thing which is going to which were keeping at going forward, moving forward, was to there's light at the end of the tunnel. And जो चीज़ हम अभी कर सकते हैं वो यही है कि what all things we can do so that we can heal him, we can cure him, and no matter what it is, like we did not leave any stone unturned when it was coming to his health, or all the complementary therapies or alternative therapies or medical treatment, clinical trials and whatnot. The most important part in this entire journey is having good emotional mental wellness, having good thoughts. It's okay whatever thoughts comes in, embracing that, and then looking towards what we can do next. So but if you are doing other complementary therapies, be it the diet or yoga or any other ayurveda, jo bhi hai, if the mind is not in the right state of mind, the effects of the effectiveness of those therapies also reduces. We have been talking in the last healing circle on Sunday. We talked about managing stress, and हमने discuss किया था कि how stress can impact all the activities we do day in day out, and how it can also managing that stress in a proper way can also improve the effectiveness of the treatment what we are currently taking. So the session was about that how can we be mindful of what we do, what thoughts come to our mind, because that affects your journey, that affects your recovery also. And how consciously we can make decisions such that we are able to lead a good life. I know the stress and the problem challenges are bound to come, but consciously हम लोग कैसे decision ले सकते हैं so that it adds into our overall wellness. So thank you, Dr. Sujata, for giving example of that, and the wonderful experience we had with the sound healing therapy. And I leave this the session open to everyone else if they want to share anything, ask anything.
I guess they're still in a trance or they're still sleepy. Okay, so in future, if you've got any questions, you can definitely connect. Yeah, we have the link which will be shared by Dimple, which is without ZenOnco. And if you want to know about me, it is www.sujatasinghi.com, the consultations which takes place with regards to sound and spiritual sciences. You can read the book Power of Sound, wherein there are various testimonials or documented work with regards to sound and how cancer patients have been revived. So yes, that should be something, a ray of hope, as we have rightly put up on the title. So there is definitely one. And apart from that, you can look at Cut the Crap, which is the other book which I have written, which is all about mental and emotional wellness. So it's a small book which was written during the lockdown, and I guess it is going to help people read it. And the third book, Reclaim Your Riches, is again about how to reclaim riches. It's just not about money. It is about our all riches, the health, the happiness. It's about everything. So even that can be looked at. So yes, the website will be helpful. You can look at the talks on mental and emotional wellness on the YouTube channel as well. So the one stop would be the website, and you can gather the information. And yes, ZenOnco is always open. You can send in your messages, you can send in your questions, your queries, and we will be happy to reply. Dimple is there to take care of those aspects. If it's regarding sound, she's going to direct it. So yes, you are well scaffolded with regards to this, and wishing each one of you happiness, because that is our birthright.
There is a question: any specific sound or music to cure or help in insomnia?
Yes, in fact, insomnia, diseases like insomnia and arthritis, these are considered as simple diseases when regards to sound. Yes, so for insomnia, there is a specific recording which I have put up on my YouTube channel that was supposed to go into an app, but because the pandemic had come up and I thought this was a need of the hour, it has been given on the YouTube channel itself. So please feel free to use that. It helps raise immunity, it helps in insomnia, and also recover from depression. So these three important aspects can be recovered by using that particular recording, and the whole aspect about how to use it is also been mentioned. So please feel free to use it.
Right, and I have shared Integrative Oncology WhatsApp group. Those who want to be in touch with the latest updates in the field of integrative oncology and upcoming sessions, whether the medical treatment or the other complementary treatment. I've also shared a form link. So when you fill up the form, you'll get information on the next sessions, what we're having, and the recording of this session as well. The tomorrow session is on the yoga and wellness. So how can yoga plays a very important role in our recovery, not just physical fitness, but also the mental fitness, also the emotional wellness. And also I recently read a very beautiful line that yoga is a way to it's a path to live a sensible life. So really like that quote. And thank you so much, everyone. If there is any query about integrative oncology approaches, sound healing, anything in journey, we are always there to help you, to guide you in the right direction, because we do understand that it's a whole new world of cancer we are in right now, and how to navigate through that is what is important, because time is also crucial, it's precious. And we also know there's a lot of misguidance around it outside. So how can we take a scientific approach towards any disease, be it the cancer, be it diabetes, any other disease, and cure this? So that's very important, because unfortunately in cancer there are many misguidance we see every day for every simple treatment, there are multiple opinions. Every therapy or pathy says do this, but then what you do. So it's important that you take a scientific approach and find a balance between your mainstream treatment and at the same time complementary treatment, together make it holistic integrative treatment, so that we can look for the cure, we can heal the body. And that's what the message would be. And there is always a hope, as we have always been believing, always been saying, because many people have survived fourth stage cancer, and we all can too. So with that hope, looking forward to the next session tomorrow with Deepak, Mr. Deepak. He's yoga master, and we'll learn about the intricacies of yoga and how to do it in the right way, how it helps body heal body, and especially in the wellness of cancer management. So thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Dr. Sujata, for the wonderful session and the experience with sound healing. And I'm sure that this awareness around music therapy and sound healing, it will definitely help a lot of people, because I've been going to many places like AIMS and dharamshalas where cancer patients live. And there are many healers who come there, do therapies on patients, and they just feel wonderful. They feel at peace, at calm. And when they're going through that tough journey, these therapies, the chanting, mantra, sound healing, it helps them a lot. So thank you so much for the wonderful session. Yeah.
Thank you. And looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the yoga session tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dimple.